Hey YouTube, Windraiser here, today coming to you with another Transformers review. Today I'm going to be looking at Transformers Legacy Jhiaxus. Oh, I'm so happy to have an actual G2 comic accurate Jhiaxus. Not the one we got in Throwing 30, that was, yeah, it was okay. I'm talking about the G2 comics. This boy right here. This is what he looked like in the comics. And he is beautiful, I love him. So let's go and get close up. First, we're going to take a look at that noggin. And I love it. Like, it is good. Like, that big chin there. It reminds me of the Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents. You got the piping going from the chin to the sides of his head. All the little details on his head. Beautiful. Nice yellow. I love the green for his eyes. We got his shoulder. I don't know what it was called actually in the comics, but I'm guessing I'm going with a target sensor. G2 Decepticon insignia right there. Nice. It's more of like a gold yellow cross between the two. And then his arms, hips, legs, knees are white. You got some silver piping here, wiring here in the leg, which is true to his G2 self in the comics. Oh, and via transformation, these are supposed to be out. When I have them put them away, I have them put it back, but they're supposed to be out. There's the back. Very nice. Posability on him. Head is on a ball joint. If you want, move these out of the way. His arms. I'll have to bring this down. Hold on. There we go. His arms can do a full 360. Back up. There's a hinge for in and out. It doesn't go far, but it's decent enough. There's a bicep swivel. Nice deep elbow bend. Wrist rotation. Hands do open. Hands do open and close. Mine are very tight at that joint. And this is the only problem I have, is when you move this forward at all, this piece comes unpegged. Waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far. Back about that far until they hit this piece right here. Like, you can see the opening, and then it just stops there. There is a thigh swivel, though it's a very weird one. Legs can go out that far. He does have a nice deep knee bend. Feet can go forward and back a little bit. And we do have some ankle rockers. So yes, he is a nice posable figure. Like, you can get some good dynamic poses out of him. I'm not very good at posing my figures. Especially my Transformers. I usually just have them like pointing and just have their guns out, or they're just like kind of like this, like I'll get you kind of thing. That's what I do. But yeah, side by side comparison. Here he is next to Legacy Soundwave. Here he is next to Legacy Blaster. About the same size. Here he is next to Legacy Evolution, Metal Hawk, who I still love this figure. And here he is next to one of my Dino Boys, Slag. Sorry, Wheelie just decided to go for a tumble. But yeah, there he is with Wheelie. He does come with some accessories, one being his shoulder mounted thing, and then he comes with these two guns. One is this nice thick red, kind of like a machine gun from Halo. That's what it reminds me of. But it's all just red plastic. And then he comes with this little assault rifle thing, which is painted silver, but it's a dark clear plastic, and it is as thin as can be. That is the most thinnest gun ever. I don't know how this holds rounds. Like, that is so thin. So he never holds this. I have this always pegged to this gun right here. He can hold both of them, but I prefer him to hold one. And you can just go ahead and keep his fist closed and just slot it in there. And he can hold that. And pew pew bang bang. You can also come here to the back and have them pegged right there. Get out the way. Another cool thing you can do is, I usually do this in vehicle mode, but you can take the front part of this sensor piece here on his shoulder, pull it off. It's not in the instructions. You can peg it back here, and then you've got that, and he can have like a target sensor that he can look through. So yeah, I guess that's cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into his transformation. I've only transformed him about twice since I got him, or since I've had him, and I haven't formed him since. So if I botch this, I might not remember. I'm just gonna go do it. All right. So first, we're gonna start with his fist. Go ahead, open this panel, flip his fist in, close it up. Open the panel, fold fist in, close it up. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I know these are supposed to come out. There we go. His legs fold in. Okay. I think we're supposed to rotate him up the waist. Alright, and bring that forward. Because I know his foot is supposed to peg into the bottom like that, and then this folds in. I believe so. Something like that. So that's how the legs are supposed to be. I know that much, because it's supposed to look like this. Something like this. I don't remember. Right. I'm just going to keep his waist like this, right? So we're going to come to his torso. Open up the back. Fold the head in. Fold the front up. Fold this in. Fold the nose cone out and snap it into place. I'm going to go ahead and take this piece off right now, because you can, without it off, you can fold it all the way up. All right, go ahead and fold that back down. Bring the wings out. And bring the arms down. Arms will fold in like so. And they peg together at the shoulders. And they also peg together. No, they don't peg together the arms. They just peg at the shoulders. I'm trying to remember this. Bear with me. So yeah, we do rotate them at the waist. Ha ha ha. Because these peg holes are for those pegs on his arm. So everything I was doing the first time. Yay! Learn as we go. So bring the arm up, leg up, fold it down. This peg will peg in underneath his foot. Like so. Bring the legs together, peg them, fold these in. Those are pegged in nicely. Bring these down. These little clips here will peg into slots underneath his knees. And that will go into there. There we go. Learn as we go. Go ahead and fold out the wings. Bend them a bit, swing them out, unhook them, swing them all the way around until they peg into this clip here. Like, come on, like that. So you want this armature to be down like that. pain in the butt. There we go. And what I like to do is bring these out so that way they sit under those wings. And then we bring these down, and they will peg right into his legs, like so. And then what I like to do, since this is now disconnected, the only problem I don't like is his head's right there. Take this guns, peg this over here, and peg this underneath, like so. So this will be the front. And there we have Jhiaxus in his jet mode. And because he's a Cybertronian, has a Cybertronian robot mode and alt mode, his vehicle mode is just bleh. It's nothing. He really didn't transform into anything. But this is what he turns into. I kind of like it. It works for a character that was never seen on Earth. It works. I like it. We do have that yellowy gold color. That's a nice silverish white here. The cockpit here is done in a dark-ish clear plastic. You can see the visible head syndrome. His guns will peg nicely underneath the nose cone. His arms are just, they're there. They're just right. They don't go anywhere. They just sit there. Got some thrusters molded here in the back. Very nicely done. If you have blast effects, they can go in here. And when I have the wings like this, it looks better than just having them up underneath. Like, I like this silhouette better. Yeah, overall, it's a good jet. It's a good Cybertronian jet mode. I mean, look at Megatron from the 2007 movie. He didn't have much of an alt mode. So here he is next to Legacy Starscream. And the only other alt mode I have on hand is my custom Nemesis packs. I guess we can go ahead and do a quick transformation back to his robot mode, which is fairly simple. So go ahead and fold these in. I'll undo the wings and bring them over, and you want to floop them over this nut piece right here, like so. And then we'll bring the wing in, and this piece will floop right there. And go ahead and fold that wing in. Do the same over here. Unpeg it. Soup it in. I'll bring it around like this. Soup it in. And fold that in. Go ahead and unpeg the arms. Bring them up. And just leave them like that for right now. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera up a bit. We'll go ahead and unpeg the legs. And you want to unpeg them along from this back piece as well, and we'll fold that up. And there's a tab right here, and I'll go into a slot. This tab will go into that slot right there. I'm sorry I do this so far away. Alright, so we'll go ahead and bring these out now. Unpeg the thruster from the toe. Fold out the foot. Collapse it in. Then fold this up, and it will slot just like that. Do the same on the other side. Open up the leg, bring it down, fold out the toe, fold that in. There's a little peg slot right here that this tab will go into. Just like that, and then that tab will just sit back into here, like so. It doesn't really go anywhere. Oh, yes it does. This little cutout will go onto that slot right there. And then swing this up, and it will rest right there, filling in his leg. So we have that. Go ahead and rotate him at the torso. Go ahead and open up the arms. Open this up, Open up the back, fold out his head. Now, when you want to go into robot mode or vehicle mode, you have to have his head like this. You can rotate it and have the head like that, but then you're left with this. But once you do that, this will cover up the face. So you can do that. It's entirely up to you. So pull that all the way up, close it back up. Now, before you do that, you want to fold this piece all the way out, unhook the nose cone, fold it in, fold it down, fold this up. There's a tab on the front of his neck piece that will go into here, like so. Fold up the arms, come to the forearms, open up this panel, flip out his wrists, close it up, do the same over here. Open up, flip out, close it up. And then we'll take this piece from his guns and plug it back into place. And there you have him back in his robot mode. Forgot. Go ahead and make his gun. And there you have it. There is Jhiaxus G2. Now when I got him, found him at Walmart. He was hugging the shelves. I think I saw like 4 or 5 of them at the time. I got mine when I got him. His box was like damaged beyond repair, so I just chucked the box. I couldn't keep it. I wanted to, but I just couldn't. But yeah, my thoughts on him. If you want a comic accurate Jhiaxus, find him, pick him up. If you can find him at Ross of all places, because I know there have been some Transformers the movie 86 studio series showing up. Leftover Kingdom figures have been showing up, as well as some Netflix Siege figures and Kingdom figures have been showing up. Check your Rosses, check your Burlington Coat Factories. They do sell toys. Or check them anywhere on your online realtors. But look, if you're gonna get them for a good price. Get them for something you want to have and have a G2 collection, not just because you want to have them. Have them for your G2 characters. I'm Windraiser. This has been my review on Transformers Legacy Generation 2 Jhiaxus, and I will see you on the next review.